by Stephen Spender. If I ask you the question about the poet, little bit question about the poet. What kind of individual is the poet? किस तरह का आदमी है poet? What kind of individual is the poet? The poet, Stephen Spender, is a man who loves freedom, and equality. Perhaps he has been opposed to the idea of racial discrimination. Ask sir, what is it? In America and other countries, the people have suffered racial discrimination, that is also known as apartheid. What is it known as? Apartheid. And this poem also depicts the problem of social injustice and class inequality. Ask sir, what is it?
What is it?
What is social injustice? As the title suggests, that the children of the slum are deprived of good education. Are they deprived or not? Tell me yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Are the children in this slum, the children who have been portrayed in this poem, belonging to a slum, are they deprived of the quality education or not? Tell me.
Yes, sir.
Are they deprived of the freedom of breathing in the open or not? Say yes or no.
Yes, sir.
So when we are depriving the masses, the common masses of good education, quality education, when we are not allowing them to breathe in the fresh air, when we are not allowing them to see the landscape and the beautiful sun and the beautiful greenery, we are confining them to the rat holes. Am I right? This clearly suggests that we have made them suffer class inequality. We have made them suffer social injustice. So this present poem is a voice. It is a voice against discrimination, social injustice, and class inequalities. There are three important words that better describe the purpose of writing this poem. The first word is class inequality. What is the first word?
Class.
Select it. The present poem is a voice against class inequality, social injustice, and racial discrimination. The line, the very first line suggests, far from gusty waves, the children faces like rootless weeds. The children faces have been compared to rootless weeds. What does this suggest? What does rootless weeds suggest? Come on, Dipali. Why have the children faces been compared to rootless weeds? Are they undernourished or malnourished? These children obviously are physically weak. Are they physically weak or strong? Tell me. So their faces have been compared to rootless weeds, suggesting physical malnourishment. They have not been nourished or fed well. Am I right? They are undernourished. What are they? And the poetic device used is simile. Like rootless weeds, it is simile. What is the poetic device? Simile. I am going to ask you all questions just now. The hair torn round their pallor, the tall girl with her weighted down head. Yeah. What does the tall girl sitting with her head weighted down suggest? I am giving you a choice. Is she weak and ill-fed, or is she strong and well-fed? She is weak and ill-fed. See, boys, don't laugh. She is ill-fed, number one. She is ill-fed and physically exhausted. She is exhausted and sick. It clearly suggests that the tall girl sitting with her head weighted down, this clearly suggests that the girl is sick and exhausted. She had no physical strength. Perhaps she had suffered undernourishment. Dipali, this question is for first bench. Then I put on second and third bench. The tall girl with her weighted down head, the paper seeming bow. This is metaphor. The bow who is looking very lean and thin has been compared paper seeming bow. The comparison of the bow, paper seeming bow, suggests that he is very lean and thin. Am I right? He is very lean and thin. Question number 2 and 3 to Page number 2 and 3. Roshan or is heir of the who do you think are the heir of poverty and deprivation? These children have been compared as an heir, successor of deprived class, poverty class, the poor class. Who are these children compared to? They have been given the symbol that they are going to succeed another, generation of what class? Tell me. Yes. Anybody please? Roshan please.
Come on, Russell.
The line is this. Stand up please. Heir means successor of. At the back of the dim glass, one untoned, sweet and young. His eyes live in a dream of. Whose eyes live in a dream of a squirrel's? Dream of a squirrel's game. Who do you think is dreaming of the game that is being played by the squirrel? What kind of dream do they have? Actually, is that the prime problem of this poem is the injustice and social injustice and class inequality. Pick out 2 lines. I am giving you the. Absolutely right. They are always cut off from the beauty of the landscape and they are confined to the rat holes. They are confined to the उस लाइन पे और पढ़ दीजिए. कितना आसान था खोजना.
क्या कर रहा था?
हाँ पढ़िए फिर से. A narrow So they are always confined from the beauty of the river and the landscape. They are confined to the rat holes. They are always kept in a room or in a surrounding which is confined and totally away from the beauty of the nature. Beauty of the Slum. Very good. हमें एक से क्वेश्चन उठा के देता है रेडी है. मैं आंसर क्वेश्चन थ्रो करता हूँ आप आंसर बोलिए. The poet also talks about capitalist economy. There is a indication the poet is talking against capitalist economy. The world is divided into 2. The rich are getting richer, the poor are getting poorer. So there is a breeze between the poor and the rich. That is also because of the capitalism, the economy, which is now bringing a gap between the rich and the poor. Now, what does the poet want in the final stanza for the society to do? The poet gives a message to the whole society, particularly the educationists, the governors, and all the people responsible to bridge the gap, just to narrow the gap between the poor and the rich. What does the poet wish that we should do to bridge the gap between the poor and the rich? Come on. Last stanza में यहाँ से है, देखिए. We should bridge the gap. यहाँ से लीजिए. Like governor, inspector, and visitors will break the wall of discrimination. Between the poor and the rich, and allow the children and they show them the green field and make them breathe in the fresh air. And the last line. Run azure on gold sands and let their tongues be free. They should be free to speak what they want. They should be free to express what they wish. So the freedom that the longingness of the poet is that let the barrier between the poor and the rich, between the deprived and the privileged one, be broken, and let this wall be removed forever. Let this wall of discrimination, let this wall of discrimination be removed between the rich and the poor. And who do you think can do something for that? The governors, the inspector, and the visitors to the school. Whoever comes to the school, they should take some hope. They should swear that they should do something to bring a change in the condition of these people, these slum children. And how can they do that? They should allow the children of the slum to breathe, to walk, to wander in the fresh air, green field, and to move and see the world, the beautiful world outside. Unless they are being given the freedom to go out and enjoy and breathe in the fresh air, unless they are being allowed to, have this sense of freedom, unless they are being allowed to have the sense of, equality, unless they are being allowed to have the sense of justice, how can you really think of bringing a change in their condition? You cannot think of bringing a change in the condition of these children unless you allow them to breathe in the fresh air, walk in the green field, wander in the open area. Wander in the, am I right? So the need is, the need is to have a consensus agreement, to have a consensus between the people who are responsible and to bring a change. The endeavor of the responsible people is to bring a change. And last but not the least, this line is really very important. History, their language and their sun, let them also have the freedom of, basking in the sun, let them have the freedom to have their own language, they have been made dumb and deep. Say like that. They have been made dumb and deep. And the question, these people really suffer the injustice and social injustice and class inequality. What is the cause of all these inequalities? There are two important causes. Number one, they have always been confined to poverty and deprivation. Confined to poverty and they have never been allowed to breathe freedom. Am I right? Have they really breathed freedom? Never. They have always been confined to the rat holes. They are living in the houses which are not better than rat holes. And they have never been given the opportunity to be nourished well. They are undernourished. They are ill-fed. Am I right? So the need is to bring out a change. The perception of the people. And to do so, the responsible people do everything to bring a change. So the poem briefly brings forth the miserable condition. The poem briefly brings forth the miserable condition of the children of the slum and the inadequate educational facilities. Though this poem is of the foreign origin, am I right? Yet it is valid, all over the world. Ask sir, how? Even in India, in Asia, social discrimination, social injustice is prevailing or not? Tell me. In India, there are two classes. One class is privileged class. The richer are getting richer. The poorer are getting poorer. Are the richer getting richer or not? Tell me. Are the poorer getting poorer or not? See, the middle class people, they have never come up from the deprivation and poverty. So this class inequality is the biggest concern. The class inequality and social injustice is the biggest concern of the people of the world. We are not talking about only the origin of this poem, where it has originated, particularly the American continent where the racial discrimination prevailed long ago. Am I right? We are also concerned about the totality of this poverty and deprivation that is prevailing all over the world. And we must, as a sensitive citizen, we must raise voices against any sort of discrimination or deprivation prevailing around the world. Thank you.